Hey guys, what's up? I'm coming through today to just give you, just let you guys know what's going on. My uncle, he passed early this morning at about 8:05. So I was told, and the way it goes down is me and him never had a really good relationship. Matter of fact, me and him had probably the worst relationship out of everybody in my family. And now that he has passed on, and I have the utmost respect for the dead, and when people pass on, but it's hard to get past this issue where as though he was not that person. He was very he was just not a good person to me, nor was he a good person to my grandmother, his mother. And it kind of hurt me because I figured, my grandmother was everything to me. She raised me, and she was like my mom, and she was my mom. And he just dogged her out, you know what I'm saying? And you know, now that he's dead, most of the time when people, lose a loved one, or, they have to go through this whole funeral thing and do the whole, it just makes the family like really crazy. But when my mom passed, me and my sister had to handle the arrangements, and it was very difficult. I mean, me and my mother, we didn't have the best relationship, but as me being her child and the oldest out of me and my sister, it was my responsibility to handle things. My thing right now is that now that my uncle has passed, he my folks, basically my aunt, she wants me to like try to participate and stuff like that with funeral arrangements. And frankly, to tell you the truth, I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling it because of the simple fact of the way he treated me. Like, he caused me a lot of crap when I was growing up as a young child. For a grown man to always, I wouldn't necessarily consider it abuse, because we fought. Like, we fought like cats and dogs. We would fight. And it's a grown man, and I was young. Like, I was like 10 or 11. He felt as though that I was stepping on his toes because my grandmother favored me. Like, my grandmother really would do everything and anything to make sure that I had the best of everything, and he did not feel that. He was really jealous of that, and he has been throughout my life. And then over the past few years, he's been, sick with diabetes, and kidney failure, and going to dialysis and things like that. And I mean, right now, like, he's caused me a lot of problems. Like, I got hit by a car. When I got hit by a car, I was with him. I pushed my hand through a plate glass window because, he was on the other side pushing it, and I was trying to get in my house, and he tried to keep me locked out of my grandmother's house. It was stuff like that, like, all the time. He would always fight and fuss with me just for no apparent reason. And then when my grandmother died, he tried to steal her last dime out of her pocketbook, and I wouldn't let him do it. You know what I'm saying? I really stood up, for my grandmother, because he treated her like crap, and in turn he treated me like crap. So now it's that point where you like, okay, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling trying to get anything arranged or trying to participate or help anybody trying to arrange anything, because frankly, this man had no respect for me, and I feel as though I ain't have no respect for him. I don't know, it makes me seem like a bad person and all, but I mean, I'm just not feeling it, and I don't, and I don't want to, I mean, I try. And then the thing about it is that everybody in my family knew. Everybody in my family knew how he treated me, and then on top of that, they want anytime anything goes down like this, they always want to come to me. They always want to turn to Sabrina and talk about, how can I help? How can I help? One, I ain't got no money to pay for no funeral, at least not his. And, and two, like I said, I own I own the deed to my cemetery plot. I mean, my mother's cemetery plot. My mother's buried, and then I have two cemetery plots. He's going in the other one. I already knew that was the plan, but I own those. I mean, I am the legal owner of those plots, and my mother's in one, and now he's gonna go in the other one. So that I already knew was gonna happen. So my whole thing was just to be like, here's the cemetery plot, bury him, get it over with. But that's where I wash my hands of the whole thing. I don't want to be at no funeral home talking to anybody about no arrangements and all that. I don't want to be talking about a program. I don't want to be talking about an obituary because there's nothing I can say nice about the man. There's nothing. I can't say anything nice about him. And that's very rare for me to say about anyone, but there's not one thing. There's not one thing that I can say nice about him. And I don't want to, and I know it may seem like I'm coming across as being very, very, you know, mean about this, but if you didn't understand exactly the stuff that he put me through as a young child and growing up, um, even as a young adult, all the way into my like 20s, it has been like that. He has been that person that would just like to pick shit with you, and he a grown man, and I'm not, because I'm not looking for people to say, oh, your uncle died and da 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 da. I'm really not, acknowledging it, yes, but it is what it is, and I really, I mean, this is how I'm dealing with this. I really have no ill will. I haven't cried. I don't feel any remorse for the man because he never felt any remorse for me. And, I felt the need to come and talk about it on video because people are just really starting to irk me by giving me phone calls and calling me and telling me to do this and can you do that, and they want my husband to be a pallbearer and he doesn't want to be a pallbearer because like I told you guys, I've known my husband for a very, very long time, and he knows how my uncle treated me. He knows that firsthand. He's seen that. He's been a witness to how he's treated me, and he doesn't want to be a pallbearer. He's like, I have no reason. He was a pallbearer at my mother's funeral, but he's like, I don't have any reason to do that. I don't have any reason. I don't even want to be there. Truthfully, I don't want to be there. I mean, it's really one of those things where you're like, okay, well, damn, you guys know how he treated me and how he did me in my life, yet you still want to come to me and ask me to do some burial arrangements? Are you freaking kidding me? Really? Is it that serious that you really want to come to me and say, oh, well, we need you to do this? I'm like, okay, so all those years of just, I guess, emotional abuse, if you want to call it that, all those years of that does not even matter to you guys at all. Like, it wouldn't even come across your minds that I wouldn't want to even be a part of this because I really don't. But out of respect for, I guess, my sister or my aunt or whoever, out of respect for them, then I will go. And then I really wouldn't think that they would want me to be there anyway if I wasn't sincere enough about going to this service, and I'm not. But they just want me to be there, and I'm just like, are you serious? But I just wanted to come through and vent and rant a little bit about it because I'm upset. And it's not because he's dead. I'm upset because they want me to do things, and all I can seriously think about is how miserable this man made a big part of my childhood. So, I don't know if you guys, want to chime in and see if you got any suggestions on how to deal with it. Praying, I've done that. But, that's not getting, the whole feeling thing, how I feel about this. That's not even moving it out the way. But if you guys want to chime in, just let me know. what your thoughts are about it. I'm cool with it. So I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.